From MetsMerizedOnline.com, how the Mets prospects performed in the Arizona Fall League. Now, before we get into this video, I need you to hit that subscribe button so you know what's going on in the Mets minor league system. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're going to get to the 4,000 hours viewed. So I need you to hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of people coming in here that haven't subscribed. They return all the time. Hit the subscribe button. Very important. And I'll have a couple of different things at the end of this video. One, I'll have a little bit of extra about Kevin Parada and on Ronnie Mauricio at the very end of this video. With the final games of the Arizona Fall League behind, the Mets affiliate team, the Glendale Desert Dogs, finished the season in last place. However, some prospects fared better than others. Below is a final look at how all the Mets prospects performed this fall. Number 1, the hitters. Kevin Parada, in 18 games over 75 plate appearances, Parada slashed 186 with a 240 on-base percentage, 371 slugging percentage, with 3 home runs, 9 RBIs for a 611 OPS. Parada struck out 29 times, continuing his trend towards more swing and miss. On the defensive side, Parada allowed 36 stolen bases to 5 caught stealing for a 12% caught stealing rate. It is worth noting that Parada played 120 games, almost doubling his career high. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline had this to say about Parada. Parada is really focused on his defense, and the Mets were pleased with the progress he's shown to date, but he'll be a serviceable catcher at best. If the bat develops as one hopes, he still has a good chance to be an offensive-minded starting backstop in the big leagues. I'll have a little bit more on this second part of this video. DeAndre Smith. In 15 games over 55 plate appearances, Smith slashed 235 with 291 on base percentage, 353 slugging percentage with 1 home run and 6 RBIs for a 644 OPS. Smith exclusively played second base, and while the numbers weren't eye-popping, they could have been much worse. Smith, despite a nearly 25% strikeout rate, showed the ability to put the bat on the ball. JT Schwartz. The strongest offensive stat line by a Mets hitter in 20 games and 83 plate appearances, Schwartz slashed 247 with 325 on base percentage and 411 slugging percentage with 2 home runs and 13 RBIs for a 736 OPS. 33% of his hits went for extra base, but at the cost of his plate discipline. He ran a 6-20 walk-to-strikeout ratio. If Schwartz can tap into his power, he can become a viable MLB player because he has shown he can hit for average. Roddy Jordan. Jordan just continued to hit over his 15 games and 60 plate appearances. He had 13 hits, 6 of them doubles, and slashed 255, 367, 373 for 740 OPS. Jordan doesn't offer a lot of power, but displayed his versatility yet again, playing games in left, right, and third base. While Jordan stole 30 bases over the season, he stole 1 base and was caught twice in Arizona. Now the pitchers. Trey McLaughlin. In 9 games, McLaughlin had a 0 ERA over 8 2/3 innings, striking out 8 and walking 4 while allowing 4 hits and earning 1 save. McLaughlin has shown the ability to miss bats and not walk too many batters, possibly making him a depth piece in the Mets bullpen in the future. Nolan Cleaney. In 9 games, Cleaney had a 1.00 ERA, running a 13 Ks per 9 innings. Cleaney misses a lot of bats, but gives up nearly a hit an inning, as he did in Arizona. At 27 years old, the leash on his continued growth will be shorter, as he hasn't shown much success in AAA thus far. Tyler Thomas. In 9 games, Thomas notched a 3.72 ERA with a 12 strikeouts per 9 inning. One could copy and paste the statement written by Cleaney here. The older prospect with no better track record in Syracuse than Cleaney strikes out batters, but walks them and gives up hits too. Jordan Geber. In 5 starts, Geber ran a 6.00 ERA. He struck out 15 batters and walked 3, but allowed 22 hits, 4 of which were home runs over 18 innings. Geber doesn't get a lot of strikeouts, but doesn't walk many batters. Brendan Hardy. In 7 appearances, Hardy put up a 6.35 ERA over 5 2/3 innings, striking out 4, walking 5, and allowing 5 hits. Hardy had a strong 23 season across 3 levels, striking out 54 over 35 innings, so maybe his Arizona Fall League performance can be attributed to fatigue, especially since over those 35 innings in the regular season, he walked 13 batters. Now, in this part of the video, we're going to talk about Kevin Parada. This is from MLB Mets.com. This is the Pipeline Inbox. And the question is for Jonathan Mayo. Question, does Kevin Parada stay behind the plate? Is his bat a carrying tool at another position? The answer is, while I did get to see Parada, the Mets number 5 prospect in the AFL as well, according to Baseball America, he's number 10. I can't say I saw him do anything of note. It can be hit or miss in terms of that, and I'm largely throwing out his rough slash line, 186, 240, because of his sample size in Arizona Fall League, and that it came on the heels of his first full season Pro Bowl, during which he played in more than 100 games for the first time. You want to make sure he isn't going to wear down, but given that he just turned 22 last August, it's time for him to continue to work on strength and conditioning. Now, the big knock on him, especially when he was in college, was that he wore down during the season. This could be a long-term issue with him. He might not be an everyday catcher, just based on the fact that he sort of gets tired. That's just my opinion. I don't normally give you my opinion, but just give you a little background. Parada's numbers in the regular season weren't eye-popping, but most of them were accrued with High A Brooklyn, which isn't a great hitter's park. He did hit 14 homers over 105 games, and the hope is that there's more to come there, especially if he can refine his approach a bit. Parada is really focused on his defense, and the Mets were pleased with the progress he's shown to date, but he'll be a serviceable catcher at best. If the bat develops as hopes, he still has a good chance to be an offensive-minded starting backstop in the big leagues. If the glove isn't good enough, or he's blocked by, say, fellow at-bat first catcher Francisco Alvarez. I would mention about Alvarez, he's very good defensively. Much better defensively than we all thought. He is athletic enough to handle another spot, but that will put more pressure on Parada's bat, and it's a little too early to tell if he's going to be that big of a power-hitting run producer to profile easily at an outfield corner or first base. And finally in this video, from MetsMinors.net, I'm talking about Ronnie Mauricio, the Mets young prospect, and now he's started his major league career. A headline, reigning MVP Ronnie Mauricio returned to Tigres del Licey. God, I hope I'm saying it right. New York Mets prospect Ronnie Mauricio is expected to join Tigres del Licey on November 18th to participate in the Dominican Winter League. Mauricio was rated by MNN, and that's the Mets Minor Leagues Net, as the Mets' 8th-ranked prospect in our latest update. Last season, Mauricio was the league MVP with an 803 OPS and 10 stolen bases in 47 games. With Licey last season, Mauricio played 27 games at shortstop, 9 at third base, and 1 at second base. Given the construct of the New York Mets roster, Mauricio's continued versatility is vital. Arguably, third base is undecided. Brett Beatty played the majority of the time at third, but struggled. This could open the door for Mark Vientos, a free agent, or Mauricio. Word is from the Mets general manager, or president of baseball operations, David Stearns. He said that Beatty and Mauricio will have a chance to compete for third base. Mauricio played 21 of his 28 games at second base. That position had been held by Jeff McNeil, who's recovering from his partially torn UCL in his elbow. With Mauricio posting a 108 WRC plus and having extra base hits with exit velocities exceeding 110 miles per hour, he stands a good chance of starting the season on the Mets' opening day roster. If he is, the hope is he uses the Winter League to try and cut down on the strikeout rate, which was at 28.7% at the MLB level of 108 plate appearances. Generally speaking, any work towards his plate appearance could only help ensure his spot on the roster. In their recently released Top 10 update, Mauricio was ranked as the Mets' second best prospect by Baseball America. Baseball America also knows Mauricio has the most power in the Mets farm system. So we see Mauricio, he has some work to do, but we'll see how that growth is as we get back into go to the off season and we get back to spring training and see where he is at. We've seen the growth physically. He's gone from a very skinny kid to a very big kid. I mean, he's very, very built. But you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, if you are a big Mets fan, you need to hit that subscribe button. If you want to know what's going on in the Mets minor leagues, I talk about everybody here in the Mets minor league system. Prospects, non-prospects, everybody. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.